Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yeah, up in the jungle. Coconut bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands, I'm riding in vans. Slide through your land, hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean?
To this day, you don't find that suspicious.
Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yeah, up in the jungle. Coconut bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands, I'm riding in vans. Slide through your land, hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. Spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feathered the feds, Morris the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door. Wave on 4-4s, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning, flooded a bright lean. The hunger was biting, hunger was biting, biting. Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me now? Man, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know what the. Can you hear the sound effects? Yeah, I gotta turn this shit off, man. I don't know. Y'all, did y'all hear the music? Did y'all hear the music? Did you hear the music? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Shout out to everybody in the building. The effects is good. Let's see. Okay. All right, we might go back to the sound effects, but we want to make sure that the audio is Gucci. You know what I mean? As long as you heard the music was heard, the music knocks. Yeah, that's red opals. You know what I'm talking about? That's red opals. Yeah, yeah. Don't get yeah. Go and buy you some red gold, my niggas. Go buy red gold. Yeah, buy red gold. Yeah, that's the red opals. Yeah, my grill came with a soundtrack. How about that? Album coming soon. It's just an EP. but nevertheless, the shit is gonna knock. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that Red Opals. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Rain 910, who is actually the producer on that track. The video is gonna be stupid. Question: who do you hear on a track like that? Because the song is kind of too short. You know what I mean? Who do you hear on that? Do you hear Cambada? Do you hear 19 Keys on that? Because you know the brother got flow, and I did mention his name at the end of the verse. Do you hear Blue Pill on that? Like, who can you hear on a beat like that? Because it's a special kind of flow. You can't fuck up the flow. I don't want nobody coming on there and start acting all crazy and shit because it's a different type of flow. So for my listeners, y'all are music connoisseurs. You know what I mean? And I respect y'all ear and whatnot. Who do you hear on a track like that? You know what I'm saying? I was saying Cambada too. Uh, I was saying Cambada. I was electing Cambada too. And I don't know. I don't know. I gotta. I don't know if he's gonna keep the same flow. If he, I know he's gonna. I know he's gonna add on to it. I know he's gonna add on to it. Y'all said Lizzie on that. First time I heard that one right there, but that's a good idea. I like that. I like that. You know what I mean? Blue, yeah, Blue got a vendetta right now. You know what I'm saying? Blue got a vendetta. We just did something for the Holy Ghost 3 album. Blue got a vendetta. He's not trying to get out rapped in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Blue got a chip on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Sorbet, Lizzie would match the vibe, y'all think? Okay, we doing the poll right now. I think Lizzie and Cambada's neck and neck. Pause. This nigga say yeet. You funny. You think she would match it though? The lyrics though. I don't need, you know what I mean? Do you think that she would match it? Let's listen to it real quick. Let's see if Lizzie can match the flow.
Yeah, up in the jungle, coconut bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease.
She probably could. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to send it to her. You let them all. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm an artist. I'm not. You're not about to have me submit a verse and not put that shit on the track. Mm-mm. That's calling for future beef from these artists. Niggas is very, you know how Erica said, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. People sensitive. Y'all think artists be playing. You know what I'm saying? They sensitive. So I don't know about that. If I get you on a track, I'm not telling nobody just send in verses. Mm-mm. I'm gonna have to pick you, and then you're gonna have to come in and do your thing. Bada would be a dope contrast. You say Keys. Yeah, Keys got flow. Y'all might not know it or not, but he's one of the best freestylers that I know in the game. He got flow. Lizzie Jeff would kill that. You think so? Okay. And I don't right that she doesn't have to match the flow. I do respect that because you don't have to have the same flow on that. You don't necessarily have to have the same flow on that. I would switch it up too. You know what I mean? Give me 1 minute. Yeah.
My bitch is Jamaican. Up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yeah, up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running up banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door. Waving for force, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning, flooded the bright lane. The hunger was biting, biting.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely. Yo, the visuals for that. The visual's gonna be crazy. The visual's crazy. Yeah, I just flew in today and they did this to me I flew into Boston and I checked 2 bags and they sent one of my bags on the next plane, right? So I wasn't even able to get my merch until later on that night. And then today I flew back to Atlanta and they did it again with a bag. So that was Delta calling me, just arranging for me to come and pick up my suitcase and whatnot. They might have my shit tapped, you know what I mean? They might put bugs all in my underwear and stuff like that, but they're just gonna hear me farting. It's all good. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I'm gonna send it to Lizzie tonight because I'm taking your advice. I'm gonna send it to Lizzie and I'm gonna send it to Cambada, and we're gonna see if the best man, you know what I mean? We're gonna see if the best woman or the best goddess or the best god, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. Or do you think we should just keep it as that little short verse? You know what I mean? Should it have a hook, or is it okay by itself? Should it have a hook? You know what I'm talking about? That's my shit. But you think that's fire? That's just a warm up. And I'm not saying that on some braggadocious. I'm not tooting my own horn. If y'all really know me, I'm very, I'm kind of low key with it. you know. But if y'all know, I'm in the lab. I've been cooking, bro. I'm in album mode. You know what I'm talking about? So we got some shit in the cut. You know what I mean? That's just the warm up right there. It's gonna be a hot summer. Let's just leave it at that. The summer's finna be hot. You know, your 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You know that's my barometer. You know what I mean? My barometer is when I play it to my son. My son is 3 years old. He just turned 3. He got a little dance that he do it. He be spinning around and shit. He looks like he's on Xannies or something. And he just be spinning. Like he'll go in a circle and don't get dizzy. I'm like, I guess that's the COVID baby dance. But if he don't dance to it, it's not knocking. You know what I mean? So his favorite song, and don't judge me, I don't know how he found the shit, but Kodak Black, walk, 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 walk. Yeah, he loves walk. That's his shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's into Kodak Black. And he likes some of the stuff that I got. He don't like everything, but he definitely likes Red Opals and he definitely likes Facts. So if a 3-year-old is bopping to it, then it's a bop. That's my A&R. As quiet as kept. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even need to hire nobody from college and what. Yeah, it's my A&R. He's 3. He'll tell you what's a hit and what's not a hit. You know what I mean? What I do want somebody to do though, I would love to get a dancer. When I was in Boston, I met a brother. He was like, "I'm a dancer." I was like, "I need you to dance for me, my nigga. I need some TikTok videos." You know what I'm saying? So I need a dancer, or maybe more than one dancer. But if you dance and whatnot, I ain't judging. I need you. Dancers is lit right now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, nah, my son never heard Pound Town. He don't listen to Pound Town. He didn't just leave Pound Town. You know what I mean? Oh Lord. I gotta go take a shower now. I feel filthy. Yo. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Philadelphia. And shout out to Baltimore. Be more. I just came back from a tour for the highest level tour. We landed in Baltimore. I landed in Baltimore, went to Philadelphia the next day, and then we closed out in Boston. And that was the east-west leg of the tour. And I was honored to be a part of that tour. And I'm divinely inspired, you know what I mean, by what I saw and what I witnessed and what I experienced. I met some beautiful KT aliens in the last 3 days. People from the show, some of my loyal KT aliens were in the building. They were in the building, and I appreciate y'all. I love and light to every single one of y'all that pulled up and identified yourself and took a picture with me. I asked you to tag me in a picture though. I don't see that many tag pictures, but I'm not judging y'all. It's it is it's poetic justice, right? And to be honest with you, for the brothers and sisters that consider themselves to be on the front line, it's imperative that you hit the road at least once in your life and be a part of a tour, right? Lectures are great. Seminars and conferences are excellent. However, you should be on a tour. Tupac started out as a roadie on tour with my niggas Digital Underground. Tupac was a roadie. He was carrying crates. He was a dancer. Then he became road manager, and then he became an artist and whatnot. It don't matter what you got to do. Humble yourself and get the fuck out there. Help somebody else who's doing it, and then find your position. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need assistance. I don't give a fuck who we are and what we doing or what you perceive to be how big we are. Because I promise you, a lot of that shit be in your head. A lot of that be mental and whatnot. People be watching the YouTube or the Instagram or the internet, and they have these preconceived notions of people that don't even be real. You know what I'm talking about? So if you see a brother or a sister that got motion and they moving and they got a movement and they doing things, you should be of assistance. If you know how to work a fucking camera, go out and work that shit in their favor and whatnot. Don't come with your hand out either. You know what I mean? If you a painter and somebody's coming through your town, paint the picture, my nigga. Don't try to run down on them with a. I remember a brother painted a picture and then he tried to shake me down for like 5 bands. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, fam, I respect it, but I thought you was painting this out of the love. You know what I'm talking about? Like, don't do that. If you really rock with somebody, rock with them. Rock with them. Our people are so proud. Our people are so limited in their scope and whatnot. Our people are operating in so much lack and whatnot. And I'm not talking about the brother with the painting. Shout out to that brother because he's a legend and he supported me before. It's just that, when you come to when you're doing something with some of these influencers or brothers that you say help save your life and help lift you up, You got to be able to, I mean, goddamn it, I'm not telling you what you should be doing, but think about it. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to tell you what you should be doing. Just think about what you should be doing and how that shit makes sense. It's called giving back to people that's giving. If somebody gives to you, my nigga, give back. Go and sell that shit to the rappers. You know what I'm talking about? Go and sell that to the fucking rappers. Go and sell that to Big Meech son and 50 Cent and all of them. You know what I mean? Because I doubt that they added more to your life than what you consider to be your master teachers or you know people who you look up to or these thought leaders and shit like that. You know, we gotta have a little more tact with our thing, bro. Yes, the higher tiers do have access to the crypto class. You have access to everything that we do because membership has its privileges. So you're good. And for my highest tier, I'm doing consultations all month of May for everybody who is a part of the highest tier. We will be sending you out links for so you could book whatever date and whatever time you want your consultation. What a fucking time to be alive to get a consultation in May 2023 because in the crypto and in the AI world and also in the crypto world, which has now the bear market is at its end of the bear market, so we're entering back into the bull market. What a fucking time! It's so much new shit that's popping right now. What's today? It's Friday. Maybe by Monday I'll be rolling out more AI videos. I got to catch up. It's a lot of AI news. I've been working on 2 books and a course along with other things. So I've been off the grid. I've been very, very busy, very caught up with work and whatnot. So yeah, I gotta feed YouTube some information that all y'all need to hear about the great place that we're in right now in the world of AI. If you haven't been paying attention, there is no moat. There is no moat, right? If you haven't been paying attention, there is no moat. All right. Lil Justin, what up, my guy? You know what I'm talking about? What up, my guy? It's only right, right? It's only right. Roger Rabbit. If somebody inspired you and you doing it because of their inspiration, where's the fucking love? You niggas got a long way to go. You know what I'm talking about? But I appreciate that. That's love right there. And ain't nobody. I want to see what y'all are creating. I'm a creative myself. I do business consultations and help businesses scale and thrive and whatnot. I'm always into what our people is into. Cause what the hell am I doing all of this over all of these years for? I could have easily disappeared and fell back into the private life and never did anything. Nobody would have never seen from me or hear. You just see me on tour. I'll just pop out on tour every now and then, make special appearances. But hell nah, that's not me. I'm a crowd surfer. I want to get in the crowd, yo. I want to get amongst the people, yo. I want to see what the people is doing. I rub shoulders with the people. That's one of my superpowers. Everybody don't have that superpower. I'm what is considered to be an extrovert. My brother is somewhat more of an introvert. We're identical twins, in case nobody knew and whatnot. A lot of people don't know that we're twins. You know what I mean? That's why it was important that we came out on stage last night and kind of, showed like, yeah, nigga, there's 2 of us. And there was people in the crowd like, oh shit, I didn't know it was 2. I thought it was the same person. It's like, okay, yeah. I know who's been paying attention to school and who hasn't been. You know what I mean? I could tell for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? If you didn't know it was 2 of us, I don't know what to say, but it be happening like that. It be happening like that. Real quick, I'm gonna go to my IG and just show y'all some updates from the tour when we was on the road. I can't assume that everybody's following on the gram. You know what I mean? I can't assume that y'all all know what I'm up to and whatnot. So I share good news like I share bad news. You know what I mean? Because bad news, that shit goes viral. But whenever you sharing some good news about your motion and what you're doing, it's like people, you know what I mean? They're like, why are you telling me that? I'm telling you that because if I lost one of my fingers, I would tell you that. So if I got some motion, I'm gonna tell you that too. So this was us. We was outside, Blue Pill. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube and whatnot. You know, he had bars. Blue was spitting, going crazy and shit. And then Keys closed it out with a freestyle. That's him on stage.
Just going art. And so now everybody says, well, I want some fulfillment. That's too much. The most important thing is the
backstage with the brothers from EYL.
All of this, you know, I see what y'all doing, shit, all right, but you ain't see how we did.
You know what I mean?
The food, the art,
Got to link up with them, chop it up with them, briefly. But yeah, shout out to Human, my nigga Human GPT. So this is the tour. This is us in Boston and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? This was us in Boston, and we definitely, yeah, they go to Red Opals right there. Hey, Red Opal. Yeah.
One of my studies.
We got to build for these babies. We got to build for the future, because what's coming down the pipeline if we do not build, I'm not into fear mongering, but you niggas is going to get washed up.
One.
So dreams come true, y'all. Dreams come true, y'all. You feel me? Dreams come true. Gotta take everything is playing out. As you can see, no water in the building. Everything was definitely moving. You know, the people was making a lot of bread, showing a lot of love, and getting on that gold and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? They were very focused. Yeah, we was cleaning up. You know what I mean? So this brother right here, D1, where's all of my New Orleans NO? Where the NO family? I didn't do whatchamacallit. I didn't do the roll call. You feel me? I didn't do the roll call. We might do the roll call at the end. But yeah, shout out to New Orleans. Yeah, we're gonna come and see y'all and eat some crawfish with y'all real soon. But D1, he's actually in the Harvard program. Did Nasir Jones, Nas, he has a program in Harvard where they teach the history of hip hop and shit like that, right? D1 is a special dude. I've been watching D1 forever. Early days of the internet, I was tapped into D1. I always wanted to meet him. I never met him until yesterday, right? He's a legend, yo. He's the truth. You feel me? I got a lot of respect for D1, utmost respect for him. And you will see some things with Red and D1 moving into the future. You know what I mean? The brother's solid. In my book, he's very solid. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, your boy was clean. Yo, I was cleaning up. Yeah, I'm talking about. I was cleaning up, you know.
You raise. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you respect what you raise. Niggas don't know them days.
Yeah, so we was doing the same thing, man, on that stage. We had an interview with 19 Keys, and it was legendary. Only thing that I was upset about is they didn't give us more time. These brothers right here, it's called the Acre Boys out of Long Island. They sell acres of land. They're big real estate brothers. Go and follow them, the Acre Boys. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Acre Boys and whatnot. Doing big things, tapping into that more land, like my last name, more land. So I'm gonna, we're gonna get we land with the acre.
That means that there's time you in front of people, you dealing with everybody else, then you got self-love when you're dealing with yourself.
An observation, right? When warriors came back from war, they would often isolate themselves and go into nature. And people.
Yeah, so that was that right there. You know, a little something right there, a little something right there. You know what I'm talking about? You never did the 44th tier. Okay. The 44th tier is Rainbow Opal. Yeah, tap into that. You have access to the Chicago crypto, all of his information. You'll have access to it. I did 2 lives on Instagram with Chicago earlier. I'm gonna upload that and give you access that. Give you access to that. You know what I mean? Because we was chopping up big game. You know. But the brother will be pulling up in a little while to chop it up with us to talk about his upcoming 4-week seminar for all of my Patreons out there. Let me put the Patreon banner out there. We have very good news. I don't want to let the cat out the bag and whatnot, but as you can see in the flyer that's behind me and whatnot, we've managed to get the super legend, who is a very busy man, who has a lot of motion that he is you know, he got a lot of motion with his student body. He teaches a large amount of students cryptocurrency, precious metals, trading, day trading, and everything. And because of the love that he has for Know the Ledge, we've managed to get this brother to give us a 4-week commitment starting this Sunday, where we're gonna have solid gold Sundays. I should pull the bomb up and whatnot. Give me a minute. We can get some sound effects pulling up and whatnot. Did blues and jazz get burnt? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, their parents are jazz. My father is not a jazz musician. Yeah, we coming to Chicago too. What you talking about? You coming outside? Chicago gonna be on that stage with High Level Tour. Nigga. I'm letting the cat out the bag. If you from Chicago and you don't pull up to the High Level Tours, when it comes to Chicago next week, you gonna and you a fan of the and you fuck with the craft, oh, you're gonna be mad at yourself. If you a student like that, you know,
To this day. To this day.
y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all was able to hear that? Y'all was able to hear that? You was in Baltimore? Whoo, yeah, that Baltimore show. I've been on 3 shows. I'm gonna say that the Boston show is the most lit because I was on stage. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that the Boston show was the best show, but that Baltimore shit was crazy. That was lit, bro. That was lit. St. Louis, yeah, St. Louis is on the tour date. St. Louis is on a tour date. You definitely could look forward to seeing Blue on all of those dates. I'm not on all of those dates. You know, I got some other commitments on some of those dates that I already committed to, but whatever days that I don't have commitments and whatnot, previous commitments, more than likely I'll be on that tour. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't gotta be on the stage. That's my mindset. I don't gotta be nowhere near the stage. Like it wasn't a requirement for me to even be on that stage. But the fact that we got on that stage, you know, that's a good thing. That's for the fans. That's for the followers. That's for my KT aliens. You know what I'm saying? That's for the love that's out there. You know, but I would be in divine assistance. I don't even got to be on the stage. I just need to make sure that the brother has everything that he needs to make sure that his motherfucking tour is successful. You feel me? That's what I'm mainly there for, to make sure that I could add on and do whatever I need to do to make sure that that brother and his tour and his brand is able to do what they need to do, because that's what we all need. That's what we all, and we were able to work like that, we would get a lot further, a lot quicker. You know what I'm talking about? You know, because the minute he kicks the doors down, then that means that I could walk in there and spray the building. You know what I mean? That's how that shit works. So we come into Cal. I believe they putting on an LA and an Atlanta date. You know, you didn't hear that from me. But yeah, shit is moving, man. Shit is moving. Come outside. It's summertime around the corner. Summer's around the corner. We outside right now. You know, I'm the campaign is we outside. You know what I'm talking about? We outside. You know, we outside. You know, the people want this. They want solutions. They want to see, you know, they want to see the movement. They want to see a lot of things. So it's up to us to give them what it is that they're asking for. Man, woman, and child. If you out there and you have something to provide, then provide it. You know, the time is now. You don't get another shot. You know what I mean? The time is now. You are being called to the motherfucking stage to get up there and do your thug, you do your 1-2, do your dance. You know what I mean? Do your dance. Let's do roll call. Let me see who's in the building and whatnot. Let's do the roll call, and my good brother will be in the building in a minute and whatnot. You know what I mean? He's getting himself ready. So let's go ahead and do the roll call. Woo. Of course, we got Texas in the building. All of my Texas people, especially Houston, Texas, keep your head on swivel, my niggas. Crazy shit going on in Texas these days. And then I believe that the borders are opened up, right? The immigration shit died. Yeah, all of my Texas dudes, man, move out of the way. Let them Mexicans run through that shit. Don't get in the way. Don't throw a cape on and get ran over. You know, I'm talking about Tucson in the building. All of these border states. You know what I mean? San Fran 713, Charlotte. We drove through Charlotte. I was gonna pull over and do a lecture out there. Shout out to Charlotte. We will see you soon. Fort Worth, Texas. Love. Shout out to Fort Worth. Philly 215. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all got a special place in my heart. Big love was in Philly. A lot of love. I felt it in my bones. Yeah, Norfolk in the building. Chicago in the building. Yeah, Chicago in the building. Well, yeah. Y'all better have two lines like the Apollo. When we come to Chicago, I need to see a long ass line, because y'all be acting like y'all deep like that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be acting like y'all be outside and shit. So I just want to see, because honestly, if the tour is not bringing out numbers, who the fuck y'all coming out for? Like, what else? You know what I mean? Like, what else is gonna bring the people out? If it ain't that tour, tell me what y'all coming outside for. A debate? What y'all coming outside for? I want to know. A rap show, a rap concert, niggas out there twerking. You know what I'm talking about? Saucy Santana? Who y'all coming out to see? I would like to know. You know what I mean? What are y'all be in y'all towns and whatnot? What are you waiting for to pull through? What train are you waiting to pull up on? Like, I'm just wondering. You know what I mean? You said private meetings. Oh, okay. Buffalo in the building. Rough Buff. Shout out to Griselda. I see you. I see you. Winston-Salem. Trey 4, aka Winston-Salem. Salute. All right. Salute, salute. All right. We see you. Carolina's in the building. You know what I mean? Salute to the Carolinas, man. California, y'all about to get reparations, right? Salute to y'all. What's cracking? Can I hold something when you niggas get paid? Can I hold something? You know what I'm talking about? Can I start a GoFundMe from all of my California residents with all of my FBAs with that check, with that checking 10? You know what I'm talking about? You know, could we hold some? There's gonna be a lot of new investors in California when you get that money. Yeah, be more stand up. Be more stand up. Niggas was about to fight for a seat and be more. I ain't forget about that. Niggas was about to fight and be more for a seat. I ain't forget about that. They got a mass exodus in Cali. Where the hell they going? I heard about the mass exodus. Are they going to Arizona or Vegas? Where are they running to? You know what I'm talking about? Where are they going to? Lexington, Kentucky. Salute to Lexington. Salute to Texas. Shout out to Texas. Oh, they going to Texas? Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's where Elon Musk had went. He's leading the exodus. They're leaving Silicon Valley because they don't see the worth in Silicon Valley. It's overpriced and whatnot. Crime is on the rise, and they're building up Austin, I believe. Right? They're running down to Austin. Okay, they're running down to Austin and whatnot. And I guess once they populate Austin, they're gonna do San Antonio, and I believe what was the other place that they were talking about in the great state of Texas? Okay, Dallas Fort Worth. Right. So with knowing that, right? That's why that's interesting, right? They're running in Henderson. That's interesting because think about it. They're going to Henderson, Nevada too. Okay, so now you have new tech hubs that are being built up, right? People are coming into your city and whatnot, and they're going to raise the prices of property and whatnot. Two things are taking place. One, if you were into real estate, this would be the opportunity. I don't have to, I'm saying it, but you already know Airbnbs and some property that you own, mostly parking lots, right? And some of those fixer uppers. If you are in Texas where all of these Californians are coming into Texas, build out what is known as an incubator houses, accelerators, and also content houses. Okay, follow me, walk with me, and put your shit on peer space. But definitely content houses and what is called incubators, right? And then what do? You go and get grant money, right? You go and get your grant money, or you get some crowdfunding money and you begin to open up as a startup, small business and whatnot. Hold on, y'all. Damn, I don't even got my sound effects on. Let me go ahead and stop running my mouth and go ahead and open up. We have our guest in the building. We got a guest in the building for the evening, the one and only, you know what I'm saying? The one and only, the legend himself, Chicago Bitcoin bully. Brrr, brrr. Hold on, I gotta give you a sound.
Yo, let me know how I'm coming through. Can you hear me? Audio good?
Yes, the audio is good. The audio is good. Say check. Let's do an audio check. Check 1, check 2.
Check 1, check 2. Let me know if my audio is good, family. How's everybody doing out there, KTL family? Know the ledge?
You already. Hold on. I gotta give you the salutes, man. I had to turn my machine back on and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, man.
Give me 1 minute. I had to turn the machine right back on because you're in the building. Y'all give it up for Chicago Crypto in the building.
To this day.
Bang, bang.
Hey, I had me and my son watching you and what's the eldest name the other night?
Check.
Face first.
Check.
Who you on the live with the other night, Brother Redfield?
Got my audio, huh?
Who you on the live with the other night?
Abdullah Mosley Bay.
Abdullah.
Legend.
Brother Abdullah.
Brother Abdullah.
Hey, Me and my son was riding in the car listening to y'all. Hey, you had him going, you had him cracking up with that to this day. That he hitting the thing.
Right.
He's soaking the info up, but he also feeling the vibe too. Like, man, okay, this smooth. You know,
You like that,
he kind of
right?
used to the
Like
whole
that vibe.
conscious community thing. So he catching up, but he picking up though. He loving it though, man. What's going on though, man?
That's dope, man. Man, we here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we better now that you in the building, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the warm welcome. I had a family out there doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you already got into what we got going on for the Sundays or not.
I kind of leaked it. You know, I got excited and whatnot. I leaked a little bit of information, but goddamn it, you know, we are here. Nobody could tell it better than you. So I do want to let them know about the Solid Gold Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Precious metals, crypto, and wealth building. Oh, we get into the bag. We got the legend in the building. We went from a cocaine bear market. Now we going fully bull. So the time is now.
Yeah, time is of the essence. When it, you know, comes to what's going on in the world today, financially speaking, with the collapse. What I would say is the collapse of the U.S. dollar right now. What we're living through right now, Red Pill. Maybe our grandkids,
right,
or great grandkids are gonna read about this in history books. Like the U.S. dollar used to be the world, blah 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 blah. And in 2020,
there was a time, right. There was a time where the U.S. was the world's reserve dollar. It was so long ago.
Now they're dealing with CBDCs, Bitcoin's a household name, and you know what I mean. Hey, salute to everybody that took them master class. Hey, bro, I did them classes with Brother Rich almost 2 years ago. You know the information that I shared, people are still deciphering and breaking down and watching that same video from 2 years ago, watching it piece by piece. They still haven't been able to grasp everything, which not bad. Yeah. It just shows how far ahead I was at the time and how much information I brought within those classes.
It just shows It just shows the level of entrees. That was a 7-course meal. They like, yo, I got through the 4th course. I'm still eating. Because you basically, you know, sometimes we're teaching from a perspective of where we're at. Right. But what about the novice that comes along and they learn differently? So they may learn by just watching 1 hour and they pause that shit and they go and take the notes. They got a whole notebook full of notes and that takes them down 8 rabbit holes. So by the time they're able to come back to the other the other hour of the class, it's a whole nother rabbit hole that they're going down, which takes them down others and others and others. So it is an ongoing process. The students are you know, very studious, and you got computers putin', bro. So salute to you and what it is that you demonstrated. You know, that was a monumental workshop that you did. You know, that shit shook the pillars of the community. And like you said, to this day. You know what I'm talking about?
To this day. To this day.
To this day is so interesting. And let me add this on too. For individuals that really, man, Thanksgiving take-home platters, yo. Hey, for those that really took heed to what I was dropping back then about those digital identities and went and bought their names on ENS. Let me know if anybody's in the chat right now. But they may have received an airdrop that was worth anywhere between, depending on how many names they bought, I'm gonna say anywhere between $2,500 and maybe $25,000 free.
What? Wait, are you serious?
100% serious, bro. El Crypto is saying right now, bro. He made like 50,000 off the names. What I told everyone to do, bro. Just buy your name.
Wow.
And for those that may not be familiar, airdrops. Let me explain what it is.
Please do.
So when these cryptocurrency companies, you know, go open up, sometimes they do not yet have their shares. So what they do is they allocate those shares when they do go public to individuals that interacted with them
in the beginning
before they were big or before they released those tokens.
Right. So that's the reward program, correct?
Exactly.
For being early to the party.
And that's all. Hey, I tell people all the time, one of my slogans is comprehension before compensation.
Right. I'm the type of person that I I used to be a promoter. So when I began promoting in clubs and whatnot, I was one of the first people in the club. I was used to being in the club when the lights were on, right? Before the DJ got there and before the stage was set. So I tell people it's important to be in the club before the DJ gets there, right? Timing is everything. Okay. So if you're early to the party, that's not a negative. That turns into a positive when you're dealing in the world of crypto, when you're dealing in the world of AI. Being early to the party means it's the separation between 1 million and 1 billion. Imagine being early to the party in 2009 and whatnot, and you read the Satoshi white paper about Bitcoin and whatnot and had an extra $1,000 to just invest. That means that you were early to the party. You were there before the DJ set up and whatnot. You were there before the bar girls got there, the bottle girls and whatnot. You had the advantage that nobody else that was on the line waiting to get inside of the club had. So you dropped $1,000 and probably got 10,000. I don't even know how much Bitcoin was in 2009, but it was definitely under $100. It was under probably $20. How many Bitcoins the dude used to pay for a pizza? I remember, was it 10,000?
I think it was 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 Bitcoin.
$10,000 to buy a pizza. 10,000 Bitcoins, right? This was in the early days before the DJ showed up. Okay, man. So that separates the millionaire from the billionaire, because if you had 10,000, if you had 1,000 Bitcoins in your wallet right now, you earned our amount, you would be a billionaire. So it's about it's about being early, y'all. Don't be afraid to be early. I know that we'll be on cosmic time and whatnot. We haven't necessarily grasped the concept of time because it is an illusion. However, what I say early, I mean when people such as ourselves get up here and we're hipping you to some of the information and some of the news and some of the new things that are taking place. And because you interface with it and it doesn't have that kind of motion that things that are mainstream have, I don't want you to lose the opportunity. Okay. Yeah, I was rocking with consciousness when a few people was tapping in. Now millions are tapping in and whatnot. It's the same concept. Okay. Take full advantage of the times that you're in because they don't last forever. You're not you know, it's not always going to be early.
No, absolutely. And let me say this too. Sometimes you don't have to necessarily be early as much as you have to be there at the right place at the right time.
Right place, right time. Right.
Be at the right place, right time. And if I can, I want to crunch some numbers with the family real quick. If I can share my screen.
Yes, you can. I like number crunching.
Yeah, I just want to crunch some numbers with the family real quick. Let me know when I'm visible.
Okay. Let me see. Do the screen share again. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Present. Screen share. We should be up and running now. Let me know if you can see.
So yeah, the God said 50 Bitcoins today is 1 milli, 1.3. Go figure.
So let's look at something, right? Not always early, but let's just say right place, right time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to before the last bull run, right? Yeah. Because if we're getting ready for oh man. Let me find my charger real quick. Be right back.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. So the brother is showing you the chart. Anyone that's watching this right now, especially the youth, the young guys who can retain information like this, anybody that's out there that's good with numbers and whatnot, anybody that's considered to be an analysis, this is TA and whatnot, anyone that's good with charts, I highly encourage you, if you want a cheat code in life that could take you from mediocre to parabolic, you're going to want to read these charts. You're going to want to learn technical analysis. You're going to want to learn how to navigate through these charts. This right here is an unequivocal cheat code, and everybody can't do this right here. This is an art. This is mastery, but it is not out of your reach. I promise you. You know what I mean? I promise you. This is attainable.
Fact. Not at all. Not at all. And I like to compare it. The way that you're able to read charts and navigate and pretty much predict what's to come is similar to how the ancestors used to navigate utilizing the stars and predict what's to come.
Right. Magical.
You know what I mean? We're tapping into, or I'm tapping in, and those that are able to do it are tapping into those old Moorish skills that we once had, that we still have.
They still have. They were laying dormant, but they have a reason to come forward now because we're in a new day and age. But this shit is like this is what we were doing in so many ways thousands of years ago. It's quiet as kept.
Facts. Now let me go ahead and crunch this with you, right? So we're talking about right place, right time. Right place, right time. Hold on. Hold on, let me put this out real quick. And what I want to go back to is when COVID started. I know we're not supposed to even say it, but you know, when the whole planty thing happened, right? So that would be 2020 around March. At that time, Bitcoin had went from 10,000 and dropped all the way down to about 3,900, right? Everyone doom and gloom. It's over with. Bitcoin's going to zero. Why would you buy Bitcoin? It's going down and this, that, and the third, right? Now, that ran from about March of 2020 to about November, December 2021. So now I just want to crunch some numbers with minimum amount of investment. First thing we'll do is we'll focus on Bitcoin. We'll look at the US dollar. We'll do something slight. I mean, this is for the individuals that, you know, got a little bit of change about them. Just if you're in Chicago and you're buying more than two packs of backwoods a day, you can do this. All right. So we're going to do $10 a day. And we'll run this from 2021, March, right? Let me see, 19, 20, 21, March. And we'll run it to December 2021. No, March 2020. My apologies. To December 2021. Now, $10 a day, just $10 a day. An individual would have invested around $6,400, just $10 a day. You would have ended up with a 16,693% return just investing in Bitcoin. Okay, that's cool. Fine and dandy. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Remember, right place, right time. Right place is normally when everybody's telling you it's the wrong time, right? Individuals that you talk to today will probably tell you, and especially within the last couple of months, would have told you, why put your money in Bitcoin and crypto? That stuff is going down. Why? But those are the times. Look, when you get into the taxi cab, Red Pill, and the taxi cab driver tells you to buy Bitcoin, that's then the time for you to sell everything, bro.
Right. Too late.
When grandma is calling and saying, hey, I just made money off Dogecoin, it's time to sell everything, brother Red Pill. But when those same individuals are saying, don't put your money in that, it's going down, that's normally a time for you to take advantage. So if we were to allocate that $10 into Ethereum instead of Bitcoin, that $10 a day, something slight, from March 2020 to December 2021, you would have ended up with a $43,000 return.
Damn.
Okay. Now, let's look at, because, I mean, within this space, man, you got a lot of projects, some expensive, some cheap. Let's look at something a little bit cheaper. And we're going to crunch numbers with Matic. So now, once again, same $10, brother Red Pill, $6,400. Your return would have been almost $500,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, $439,324 would have been your return.
Damn.
$10 a day. Now,
this is just $10 sitting, or what is the $10?
No, this is me coming out of my pocket. Instead of buying them 2 packs of backwoods every day, I'm buying Matic every day, or Bitcoin or Ethereum. Just $10 a day. So over the span of March to December 21, you would have came out of pocket $6,400, but your return would have been $439,324.
As the crypto grows, you're saying, as it goes up.
Exactly. So just dollar amount, what you spent, $6,400. What you ended up with, $439,000, $43,000, or $16,000, depending on where you are.
Makes sense to me.
So where we're at right now, after coming from what? Another bear market, and now reversing, right? I'm gonna show the people what my expectations, at least what Bitcoin are for the near future within this next bull market, right? And what I'm gonna use is a method that can normally tell the tops. Here we go. So if I'm utilizing this Fibonacci extension tool, if you don't know what Fibonacci is, go study it. It's very interesting science. Once we're able to break our previous top, and for those that understand how to use the tool, you understand the levels. I'm not going to go through everything now, but normally when we break a previous high, we normally run to the 161.8% Fibonacci extension tool. That means within this next bull market, we may come to a top or a level of resistance where we're going to see a decent sized pullback somewhere around $102,000. Bitcoin is what right now? 26,000. So now what we're looking at is, like I told you before, if we can start generating Bitcoin and keep it within the community, as the value of Bitcoin grows against the US dollar, so will the value of the community.
Like Venezuela?
Say it again?
Similar to Venezuela?
Exactly what Venezuela is doing. Whereas they have not even just Venezuela, man, it's a couple of countries. It's a couple of countries that have made Bitcoin legal tender now because they no longer want to
African countries
in US dollars. I'm gonna tell you something. It's akin to what the rest of the BRICS is doing, saying we're not going to deal with US dollars. But they took it a step further and said, we're not going to deal with fiat anymore.
Hell yeah. I tell people what you're seeing with BRICS and what you're seeing with these countries turning on the USD, that is the equivalent to the quote unquote decentralized cryptocurrency run. They're like, we don't want these dead men on, we don't want these dead presidents. This shit is cursed.
And if you all don't understand how politics play with the countries, it's almost like the block. Whereas if the U.S. don't like what one country is doing, what they're gonna do is tax the block, and those are called tariffs, right? And if they really don't like what you're doing, they'll do what they what do they call it?
Embargo.
Embargo. Where that's where they block you from trade, right?
Yeah, they blocked the plug from even coming to see you.
Now, the reason they've been able to do that, family, is because the majority of that trade was being done with what? US dollars.
US dollars. Yep. The reserve
currency gives them the control. So now if I say, you know what? I don't want to use US dollars anymore. There's no longer any control. For anybody that studies minimum contact, what ties you in a lot of time commercially is you using the Federal Reserve note. In fact, let me take it to a street level, right, Brother Red Pill?
Yes.
For anybody that's ever been caught with marked money, right, caught a delivery or a data sale, what ties you in is the Federal Reserve note with the serial number. In fact, that's what ties you in a lot of times with drugs, period, is the Federal Reserve notes, because what they call it
marked money. Marked money.
Exactly. So check this out. If you was on the corner selling rocks for rose petals, you hear me?
Yeah.
Rose petals. Yes, they could lock you up for a simple possession, but no, they would not be able to lock you up for distribution and sale of said crack, because you're not utilizing that trademark copywritten money that they were giving you. That's what gives them the legal jurisdiction over an individual in a drug case, is the money.
It's the money. Facts. Hold on.
Let me teach the community something, how hard this jurisdiction and how how it really works in the court system, especially with drug cases, because I got a lot of them on my background. When you're caught with drugs, right? It's not the drugs that you're being quote unquote charged with. It's the chemical makeup of the drug, right? As an example, methamphetamine or MDMA. Meth is methylene deoxymethamphetamine, right? There is another drug that was out a couple of years ago called MDMC, which was methylene deoxymethcathinone. It was one chemical compound off from the methylene deoxymethamphetamine. So what it meant was, under the federal and under the state guidelines, even though this drug is a synthetic form of ecstasy, looks like, makes you feel like, but because it's that one chemical off, it's not within their jurisdiction, Brother Red Pill. And I've read a lot of cases on this drug. People were getting caught with it and they could not prosecute them because the drug was not yet deemed illegal. Everything has to be brought within a jurisdiction, y'all, one way, shape, or form. Money's the same thing.
They got to fall under, they got to have them commercial codes attached to them.
Right. So when you got people out here talking about they're sovereign and they're moving sovereign, but they're still using Federal Reserve notes, how sovereign are you?
Yeah, that's fugazi. That's star for law. You can't move. How you gonna move sovereign with fiat? So even prior to 2008, before the entry to decentralized currency, a lot of stuff that people would be trying to hold up, that wasn't even real. You know, you didn't have, the Ithaca dollar. We didn't have that in our community. We didn't have our own currency.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were still running around with dead presidents. So one of the reasons why BTC or Bitcoin is such a disruptor is not just because of Bitcoin itself, it's because of everything that it represents. The blockchain, the Bitcoin, and the aspect of being decentralized. You can actually be a sovereign. They have micronations right now. Forget about what we gonna do and what about the army? There's micronations right now with emperors. There's quote unquote sovereign nations that sit on yachts in the middle of the ocean and whatnot. They don't even utilize fiat like that. They have their own cryptocurrency. In the micronation, they have their own, their own crypto. They got their own bylaws. They have their own constitution, and they're even recognized in different jurisdictions. Versus what a lot of people that I know are even, nobody recognizes you. Not even your own people don't. Your family members. Who the hell are you? You know what I mean? And people are they're selling these dreams of this sovereign this, sovereign that. We're going to live on our own, off the grid, and all of it. No, the bro who's a digital nomad, like my brother Human, who's able to go around the world living off of his quote unquote skill set, and he can utilize any type of currency. He's more of a sovereign than a lot of these people running around talking that sovereignty. Well, don't got nothing to really show this sovereign. But like you were saying, if you were able to tap into the mind state of the BTC, which is considered to be the third pole in the tripolar power structure, then you will really begin to recognize how you can craft the quote unquote idea, not just the image, but the idea of what it is to be a true sovereign.
Facts. And let me real quick speak to Johnny Mack in the chat, because I've come across a lot of people, Red Pill, that be like, hey, we don't need to focus on crypto. We need to focus on land, food. But I'm going to tell you one thing nobody brings to the table, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody shows them how to get the fucking money to get that land and food, bro. Everybody says we need to buy this, but no one's bringing food to the table of how to acquire those assets. I just showed you how $10 a day could have got you over almost $500,000. Hey, from there, go blow what you want.
To this day.
Go blow what you want.
To this day.
Because my question is this, because I could bring the Acre Boys on. Cooler J, this is not Chat GPT. You talking about you still didn't answer the question. You're not prompting us. You know what I mean? It's not. We didn't even ask for the Q&A yet. We're still building. So it's like let's just be you know what I mean? Let's be patient. You know, you want to know about AI and fintech. You got to be a little, you know what I mean? Like let's not be you the kind of dude to take a girl on a date, you trying to get to third base right away, my nigga. Like you just got to be calm. Relax. It's a Friday. You don't got to go to work tomorrow. We're going to get to it. We'll talk about it. But I'll bring the Acre Boys on next week, and we'll do, you know, we'll go through Zillow, or we'll go through whatever portal that they have where they'll show you all of these quote unquote land grabs. And I would you know, I'll come to the table with a few thousand, and I would ask my audience to match it so we could go ahead and get that land that you keep saying that you want. You know what I mean? We don't have to speculate about that anymore. But like the brother just showed you, he's giving you a play. If you follow something for 6 months or 90 days and whatnot, collectively, we could go ahead and acquire this land that they're selling wholesale to everybody else but us. Everybody else knows that America is for sale, but us. Everybody, they just had to put out a bill, DeSantis, to stop China from buying up all the damn land.
And let me say this, Red Pill, even outside of how much money you could possibly make within this space, right? Is the capabilities of what this space allows you to do. Whereas I've helped individuals already, and I myself have done it, though I don't, you know, put my personal information out there like that.
Right.
But individuals have been able to utilize the digital assets that they've acquired over the past couple of months and years as a source of collateral, and issue themselves a line of credit on the blockchain that they have then reallocated into real estate without coming out of pocket.
To this
Or
day,
having to go to the banks, a big brother, get a credit check ran,
to this day,
or be blocked because of they nation, color, or creed. We're able to self-bank ourselves right now, and people not taking on with that, bro.
Right.
They're thinking about price. This one, no, y'all got to look at the technology that's in front of y'all right now.
Anything, literally, damn near. If there's something that you can't do, I would like you to type that shit in the chat, because at the end of the day, anything that you want to do right now, anything, you can do it. Everything else is a goddamn excuse. Facts. Literally anything. That's what I was
gonna say, always remember this: cryptocurrencies are just a vehicle to obtain the other tangibles in the world. I'm not one of these put all your money in crypto, and I'm not one of them, y'all. I'm not.
Right.
I'm an individual that figured out what was in front of my face and figured out how to use it to get what I want. And that's what I'm trying to share with y'all.
Right. And to be honest, yeah, definitely. You know, for everybody that's out there, we've championed the quote unquote the long game, but we also champion the short game as well. Like the good brother was saying, you know, you take your earnings and you go ahead and you get your ass some tangibles. And the tangibles that we've been encouraging you to basically invest in is the precious metals and the land. It's not rocket science. But what we need at the end of the day, and what would help us to basically be more successful, is formulas and stratagem. We're not just up here tonight just shooting the fucking shit and throwing ideas around and whatnot. This brother has strategies. He is proven over the years, you know, not just through his work, but his students. You could judge a teacher by the level of students that they're turning out. I personally know about 10 of his students, and they're all online right now getting busy. If he didn't tell me that those were his students, I wouldn't even know. I would just be like, shit, I know about them from social media for you know, throwing the information out there and shaking shit up. So I hope to see all of y'all in the Patreon on Sunday when this brother really goes in. You think this is going in right now? We just really we just prepping you. Yeah,
we flicking right now.
Right. We just prepping you for what's to come. Like the brother was saying earlier, the timing is imperative. We are entering into the bull run. So it's, you know, to be honest with you, I would have wanted to do this a year ago when we were in the bear market. And I was telling people, I use the analogy because a lot of people like to go shopping, especially the ladies and whatnot. All right, cool. Nordstrom's rack. Okay. Nordstrom racks. But you had all of this Gucci, Poochie, you know what I'm saying? You had all of this Dior and whatnot, and it was on the racks at Nordstrom's, right? Nordstrom's, top dollar type shit. You was in there window dressing, trying everything on, buying nothing. You know how niggas do. You know what I'm talking about? It's good for manifestation. You know, you put yourself in some nice gabardines and whatnot. You know, you look in the mirror and you picture you know, on some power shit. You know what I mean? Like you looking, you feeling like you ghost and whatnot. But then you gotta snap out of that shit, take it off, and go back and put your Levi's on. But you know that you just did a manifestation ritual, because they say in order to be in it, you got to live it. You got to act. You got to smell the leather of the new car. You got to go to the dealership and sit in the Lambo, smell the leather, play with the controls. You know what I'm talking about? Take a selfie in it, right? So you can't afford the stuff at Nordstrom's. Well, one day you go to Nordstrom's rack and everything that you tried on is right there on a discount sale. What are you doing? What are you going to do? You got your tax money. You got a few $1,000s to just blow. You see all of the stuff that you tried on that was at top dollar a few months ago in Nordstrom's. Now it's at a discount in Nordstrom rack. And to even add insult to injury, the salesperson tells you, you better hurry up and buy that, because Nordstrom's called us today. They want their shit back. It's about to go back to Nordstrom at top dollar in about 2 weeks. So this opportunity to get it on sale is not always going to be here. In your mind, you're a reseller, and you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to blow all of these thousands and whatnot, because when that shit goes super duper, I'm going right on the internet and I'm going to sell it on these apps and whatnot, where people like to buy new shit at top dollar, right? That's the same analogy that we utilize in the bear market. You couldn't afford Bitcoin when the shit was running crazy and the crypto bros was online stunting on you, nigga. I'm talking about completely stunting on, pulling up with your babes, and you know, all of the little Instagram models was flying out to the Web3 conventions. You was like, damn, I didn't know you was into crypto. She was like, shit, I didn't know I was into it either.
Facts.
But the crypto bros is paying. I'm flued out. I'm getting flued out to the crypto events, and people were getting anxiety because crypto was Bitcoin was hitting 60 racks and whatnot. Ethereum was at 35 and 4, and niggas couldn't, and the NFTs was going stupid, and they couldn't even touch it. Nobody could, you know, unless you was early in the game.
Exactly.
They prayed for the downfall of that shit, because remember, Bitcoin died 400 times.
Yeah,
that was 400 haters. That was 400 seances with haters that just wanted it to die. But then it comes back to life even stronger.
The Warren Buffetts and the Charlie Mungers of the world, I like to call it.
Yeah. All that old money to be hating, all these broke niggas to be hating and whatnot, all of the analog dude, all of them could get together collectively on full moons and hate on the BTC, and the shit dies, and then it bounces back. So during that time, it was called a bull run, where you couldn't necessarily afford. Then it went into the bear market, but instead of people investing in it, they started clowning everybody, because that's when you knew psychologically, oh, y'all niggas was the haters. You was just mad because you didn't have it. You was getting anxiety because I was winning and whatnot. That's why you're happy. You're not happy. Why would you be happy that the fucking Bitcoin is falling? If you know that you don't have none if you happy, right? So instead of going shopping to Nordstrom's racks, saying, oh, now Bitcoin is at 17 and 18. Oh, now Ethereum is at 15 and 12. It's at 11. The further down it goes, the more excited I get, because I'm going into the clearance rack and I'm buying everything. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get with the women at the bingo, and we're going to put all of our money in one bag. We're going to, hey, give me 500. Hey, give me 1,000. And I'm going to go into Nordstrom racks this time with 20 bands. They never see me shop like this. And I'm buying up all of this stuff. And they're going to look at me. They're going to pour champagne for me. And they're going to treat me like a rock star. And I'm going to take that shit and we're going to put it up. And then we're going to wait for all of that stuff to go back up in the price. And we're going to really cash out. That's how the game works. Start for law to anybody who don't move. If you're not moving like that and you don't really understand the simplicity of what the hell is going on around you, I don't know what to tell you.
Awesome.
Digital land in the metaverse is on pennies right now. NFTs on a penny right now. You feel me? Don't think it's always going to be like that, because we have an 800-pound gorilla in the room called AI.
Mm-hmm.
And once AI and Web3 marry, we have the birth of Web4. That's coming very soon. Be prepared. Let me drop a bomb myself.
Someone X asked, what if we don't know how to use the technology? That's exactly why I'm here. That's why I've been here.
Yeah. What we talking about?
I've been showing people how to use the technology. That's my main purpose on this earth right now, is to show my people how to get integrated with this new financial system so that we're not Johnny come lately every time.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the sister. I met her yesterday. Beautiful sister. And yeah, she's still on high. You know what I'm talking about?
That's nice.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we can mirror that out here in Chicago when
don't hope nothing. You got something to look forward to. You I think Chicago gonna top the Boston show. To be honest with you, Chicago goes silly, man.
Hey, it might go crazy, especially depending on
crazy. They don't hear me. They go crazy.
If y'all in Chicago, we was on live earlier and we spoke about it. We more than likely will be planning on doing the Solid Gold Sundays on that Sunday.
On that Sunday.
Keys event.
That's gonna be silly.
Those that want, that VIP get in front of us, me with no mask on. You may want to.
Do you want to? I didn't make that announcement though about you next week. I didn't say a word. You want to make that tonight?
No, because I ain't. No, I mean, we'll just be out here Sunday.
Just be out here, y'all. If you know, right, just be in the building, man. Let's stop playing with it, man. One thing about me, I'm not gonna miss history when it's happening. That's when I get anxiety. I don't get anxiety easy, but I ain't trying to miss history, my ninjas. And history is taking place right now. As quiet as kept. We could be in denial about it or not, but history is in the making.
Facts. And you can either be a part of it or just watch it happen.
Or just watch it happen. You know what I mean? But if you're in the audience, I promise you'll understand it and you'll feel better. Chances are sometimes when you're really on in the spectator in the nosebleed seats, or you're on the outside looking in, it has more opportunity for doubt to creep in and other things because you're not in the building. You need to be either on the floor or in the building so you could truly understand what's going on. And that's the same thing with crypto. You could be looking at it from across the street and don't know what the hell you're looking at. You got to get up on that shit. You got to get in the building. And for what the brother's preparing you for, you got to get on that dance floor and play. When it comes to collecting the gold and the silver, because that's exactly, we're not abandoning the conversation about the precious metals. We're enhancing it. We're adding to it and whatnot, because y'all have been prepared already. You've been prepped for a few weeks and whatnot about the importance of it. Now we're going to go into a higher level of it and whatnot. So it's the same exact thing. If you're not interfacing with the precious metals, if you're not touching it, if you're not investing in it, if you're not invested in it, if you don't have an invested interest in it, chances are I don't even want to hear from you, because what the hell are you going to talk to me about? What are we going to talk about? You're just going to ask me, you're going to rock me to sleep. It's going to feel like energy vampirism. You're going to ask me questions. You can ask ChatGPT. I'm not answering them. What the hell is there to talk about if it's not going to be about an investment at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? What is there to talk about? I don't do small talk no more. So we got to talk about really getting to this shit and handling what needs to be handled. And I'm very honored that you have given us some time to, be a part of this 4-week series. This shit is going to go down in history. And my KT aliens are very, very exciting. I peeked into my email just now, and the Patreon is going crazy. They signing up. You know what I'm saying? They pulling up. They're gonna be in the building. Yeah, man. I just want to ask you briefly. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know. I want to put myself in a position of somebody who just got their tax money. I'm sitting on a few bands and whatnot. I'm looking at the economy. The dollar is looking shaky and whatnot. I don't know how to make money off the AI. So I'm just sitting back and my money is kind of getting tapped into because Bills is here. I'm blowing that shit on designer and all the stupid things. I'm like, yo, I want to invest a few bands and whatnot for a good return in about 6 months. Where would I go, good brother? And what would I do with those few bands if I were you?
Okay, if you was me, what I'm gonna say may go a little bit over the average individual's understanding of how the space works.
Yes.
But what I would do is, depending on how the market looks, I would either stabilize the full. Let's just say, I don't know, I got $10,000 for my taxes.
Yes.
Right. First thing I would do is on-ramp it into the cryptocurrency space. Now, this is me, y'all. This is the way I operate this. I'm not telling anybody else to go out there and do this. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is just how I operate in the real world. First thing I'm going to do is deposit that $10,000 into an interest-bearing account on the blockchain, a non-custodial interest-bearing account on the blockchain, meaning that I'm going to get paid passively through interest compounded. And many times also getting a distribution APY in another cryptocurrency. So now I'm double bubbling just with deposit. I haven't even done anything.
You said a distribution API?
APY.
Oh.
So not only am I getting the original APY paid out in the original deposit that I made, so now I'm getting interest paid out compounded on the 10,000. I'm getting the distribution APY compounded in another digital asset. So it's similar to you putting your money in JP Morgan, and on the side they're paying you in interest in the dollars, but also in interest in silver.
Right.
So now you're getting your interest paid and you're getting assets on the side. Now, at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collateralize that, still get paid the same interest, but I'm going to take a loan out against it. So I'm basically issuing myself a self-secured loan. Now, the thing about this loan, unlike in the real world, I'm going to get paid a distribution APY for the money I borrowed as well. I hope y'all understanding what I'm saying right here. I'm going to get paid
up some game, bro. You giving it game.
All this money. Now, depending on what the interest rates are paying out, because you do pay interest back on the loan as well. You do have an APR that you pay back. But what I've seen in the space is that if you have your money allocated correct, you'll have a net positive APY, meaning that the APY you're getting paid out is overshadowing and paying off the APR that you're paying. So now you have an interest-free loan. Do y'all hear me?
Yeah, do y'all hear that, man? Come on now. Do you hear him?
Now,
that's right. A self-secure loan.
On the blockchain.
Correct.
No ID, no social security number, no walking into any banks, and there's no red tape. They can't deny me because I'm the bank. I'm the one making the decision here.
So they not rocking with me because my social security says that I'm black.
Oh no, the blockchain it's colorblind right now.
It's colorblind. Talk to me.
Colorblind. Now, if anybody knows anything about credit, normally when you're issuing credit or dealing with credit, you only want to use 30% of your usable credit. So with me having the 10,000 in the kitty, I'm going to issue myself maybe about $3,000 worth. Right? Now, from this $3,000, what I can do is take that to another decentralized platform and get another 10x loan on that. So now that 3,000 turns to 30,000, but I still got my 10,000 in the account.
Right.
So now I'll bubble off the 30,000, and now I got a different option here, right?
Right.
I can choose to do away with my loan in one of three ways. I can pay it back with the profit that I make based off the loan that I've issued myself. That's one way.
Right.
Now, if the market is moving in our favor, what I'm able to do with my original deposit, they have smart contracts that allow you to do what is known as a collateral swap. So what I'm able to do is take a portion and or all of that original deposit and move it from the original asset it was in into another asset that may be appreciating against the dollar. So now that 10,000 is growing. So now I have the ability to pay off the loan with either the profit from the 30,000 or the appreciation of the original 10,000. Those are two options.
Two options,
Okay?
right?
Now, the third option, which is the most interesting option, but the most complex and critical option, is the ability to discharge. Now, the thing about discharging is you can only do it within certain markets. So with the discharge option, I have the ability to do what is known as a debt swap, which allows me to make people understand. Let's just say you had student loans.
Right.
We'll say the $3,000 in student loans, okay? Imagine you being able to take not the 3,000 because the 3,000 has been spent, but take that value, that balance that you owe, and move it from being in the US dollars to another asset in the form of shares. So as an example, let's say that we was able to take that $3,000 in US dollars and now move it over into another platform that's going to allow us to represent that $3,000 as we'll say shares of Tesla. Okay. So now instead of $3,000 in USD, I now have $3,000 worth of Tesla shares, but it's not the $3,000. It's the amount of shares that $3,000 equate to at that specific time when I do the swap. So now if I planned it right and I'm looking at the value of the Tesla shares to drop, what it's going to do is drop the value of what I owe with it. So now I'm discharging the debt, utilizing the down market while I build my original with the bull market. That's what
To this day,
I don't find that suspicious.
to this day.
Damn. That was crazy right there, bro. So as the stock falls, your debt is falling with it?
Yeah, you're discharging it.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. Hold on. That's crazy. And if you could hedge against a company that you know maybe in the next like Adidas or some shit, you know what I mean, or Twitter, you know that their stocks is going to fluctuate more so, you know, to the lower end and the higher, then I could do that as well, correct?
Yeah, that is the thing. You can't do this in the real world with stocks and all that shit. You can only do this over in the cryptocurrency space in the decentralized finance sector.
Right.
So in the space of me using the stocks, we would use cryptocurrencies. So now if we're looking for the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Avalanche, Chainlink to fall, we can take our value, right, and swap it over to one of those assets. And as that asset falls, the value of what we owe falls with it.
Shit, bro. You got me kind of hyped thinking about that right there, bro. That's crazy. And that's what we're going to be learning, right? In these 4 weeks?
Yeah, that's going to be that's a little bit of what we're going to be learning. We're going to be learning a lot, though. I'm going to be showing the people really within these 4 weeks how to move privately in the blockchain and with gold and silver, and how to be able to transact. Man, Red Pill, we can perform, we can handle business amongst ourselves using either or, gold, silver, or crypto, and it's not how people think.
Right. Well, that's how they have to start thinking. That is about how they, listen, because I was getting that question a lot in the 4-week classes that we had previously. Like, yo, how do we apply this shit? How do we use this, you know, the silver and the gold in real world and whatnot? So please, bro, I'm very excited. I'm hype about this shit because I really want to, like, I want when I'm on tour and when I'm around people that really is getting to the bag, like I want to have these conversations and challenge them. Like, yo, fuck that. Let's start working. Let's start, you know what I mean? You want to talk, you know, everybody's talking big money and whatnot. Let's start trading in these precious metals, because you can't have that conversation with somebody that's where $100 means something to, oh my goodness, you know, where 100 could break a nigga. That's not your conversation. No offense.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't even think they heard me, bro. Hey, with what I just walked y'all through, the crowd should be going fucking bananas right now, bro.
They ain't going crazy enough, bro. I'm looking in the chat. They're not going crazy enough, man.
I just gave y'all the blueprints of how you can really, once you get your bag up, live for free, because you'll never pay for anything and you'll always discharge what you did pay for.
Right.
No paperwork, no UCC one filing, bro. None of the headaches that a lot of individuals have put people through trying to find out these processes, utilizing, the secure party credit away.
Right.
This right here is no sweat. Nobody to deny you. No one to say we're not discharging that.
Right.
You have the ability. You have the say so of what's discharged and what's not. You have the say so of what's loaned out and what's not. We can get it to a point where we're doing our own loans within the community. Who can stop us? Who can tell us no?
Nobody. So you're saying that if there's a brand in the community got a lot of motion and whatnot, and we know that they could grow bigger with a loan, we could collectively come together and basically cut that loan for them.
Definitely.
Huh.
Hey, look.
That's crazy.
That's why I recreated what I call Block Wall Street, because I'm rebuilding Black Wall Street utilizing the blockchain. People ain't catching it.
Right.
Block Wall Street will be a household name within the quote unquote Black community.
Right. That's fire. But instead of Black Wall Street, Block Wall Street, niggas. Like, yeah.
It takes that connotation off of it.
That's right. It puts it in its proper perspective, though. The blockchain is it's the most recent, I would say, tangible opportunity to recreate a Black Wall Street if you knew what you were doing with the blockchain. You know what I mean? Because that's where the magic is. That's where the opportunity is. It's so many use cases. There's about 8 different use cases for the blockchain, but we only know about one.
And that's why I'm here to show y'all the many.
That's beautiful, my brother. Man,
I appreciate the ability to bring the information.
Sunday couldn't get here no faster, bro. Sunday couldn't get here no faster. I'm about to go sit down with the Wiz and be like, look, what could we break out of the bank? You know what I'm saying? I need some big investments, I'm ready to invest. I'm ready to drop some big bands on this shit. Cause it don't make no sense just sitting back. Once again, I'm not gonna sit back and watch. I need my hands in the pot. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I need my hands in the pot. Like, this ain't worth it. I am not gonna sit back and just watch this train leave the station. I'm playing the game. So salute to you for that one right there. I understand it a lot better now. I didn't understand everything about the process, but you were able to give us the layman terms of how to basically move and whatnot. So I appreciate you for that. Yes, allegedly Jamie is okay. Never seen a picture, have not seen video of him. Allegedly, he's okay. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, though. We did send him healing energy about a week ago on this show because they were trying to take the good brother out of the off this planet.
Man, sending prayers to that brother, definitely.
Yeah, big prayers to him and his family, man. Salute to Jamie Foxx, that part. And they done with Jonathan Majors. He's a rap. They said that they're trying to recast goddamn Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
That's from
like that.
Just like that.
Just like that, they can take it away.
You feel me? Just like that. Yeah, who saw the cloning movie with Jamie Foxx? I didn't even see that yet.
I didn't even know there was a clone movie.
Yeah, they said Who Cloned. Yeah, it was a movie called Who Cloned Tyrone. I see the trailer. I seen the trailer was lit. You ain't see the trailer?
No.
Oh, nah, you gotta Google that. That shit fire. It was coming.
This something this new or this some old stuff?
Nah, this some new shit. It's coming in Netflix. If it didn't drop already, I don't think it dropped because it would have been all on the timelines. But the trailer is fire.
Interesting.
Yeah, they made a whole blaxploitation they cloning niggas.
Facts.
Word. But yeah, man.
Sunday, y'all. Because bro, if you just like that one little sound, that's a sound clip.
That's just a sound bite, y'all.
That's a sound bite, bro.
That was just a sound bite.
If y'all like that, y'all gonna love what I got for the next 4 weeks.
Listen, y'all. This is what it is. All right. The Patreon is right here. I'm putting it on the screen. Y'all were very responsive for everything that we've been doing, and y'all been pulling up in droves. I actually want y'all to do this shit double. I want y'all to pull up double on this time right here. This next 4 weeks is gonna be one for the books. You know what I'm talking about? And who knows what the next 4 weeks will hold after that. we taking it 4 weeks by at a time and whatnot. You know what I mean? 4x4s because we the 44 guards. So, man, I look forward to seeing y'all on Sunday. This man is a busy man. I'm not gonna have him on the show all night. What he came and did for us tonight is monumental, is legendary and whatnot. I really appreciate the fact that he came and dropped some gems on us. And I'm sure there's somebody in the audience that's gonna take that shit and run with it and do something monumental. Somebody was asking earlier if they had two bands, would they be able to flex the same way with two bands?
Man, I've taught people how to flex like that with 200, bro.
There you go. Hold on.
Like that.
There you have it, y'all.
Hey, and if I can, real quick, share my screen so I can, share the social media and everything. That way
Of
people
course,
can follow
of
along.
course. Yes, of course.
Let me see.
Do your thing.
For those that want to follow me, and be wary too, it's a lot of scam pages out there that are like, man, what
Is
I
there
would
something
actually
specific on your page that they should look for to know it's you?
You know what? Since these are all your followers, I'm gonna tell you like this: the easiest way would be for them to make sure that it's the one that you're following, bro.
Right.
Make sure everything's spelled correctly, because what they do is they put 3 L's or they'll put a double underscore.
Double underscore, right.
Y'all got to be careful. It's Chicago underscore, crypto underscore, block underscore, bully, and that's it. Now, my page is private for good reason. My page is private, so I am going to have to go through and accept everybody that's on the call tonight. But you can reach me here. I also have a website, blockwallstreet.io. I do have pre-recorded webinars. I got NFTs. Just check out the website. If you just need to reach me, you can connect with us. It's going to email me directly. And I also have a clothing line, Vintage Apparel, which we do have the summer collection coming soon. This is last season's collection right here. But when y'all come out this Sunday, right? No, next Sunday. When y'all come out next Sunday, you're gonna see me in full garb. You're gonna see me in full garb.
In Chicago when you step out.
Hey, it's gonna be another one like when you and Brother Manson was out here, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man. Yeah, that was a movie. That was a schmovie. Shout out to Manson too.
That was
he living a married life.
And depending on how long you out here, bro, we're gonna jump in that stew.
Oh, I'm about to play some shit. We about to get out. I'm about to play some shit right now, bro. I've been cooking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
And I still need to get blue on that one, because that one right there that I gave you that you're on, that's
right.
That's one of them ones, bro.
Right. Okay, we can make that happen. That's nothing but a word.
Hey, I appreciate you allowing me to come on your media, on your channel, on your page. I appreciate you and your brother introducing me to the community, giving me the ability to share this information. Like you said earlier, you really don't know how many people you've touched, right? And when I come on y'all shows and share the information, I get it in my DM sometimes. Like, man, I learned this from y'all. These people, I have no idea, but man, I took Brother Rich's class, so I'm touching people's lives right now that I don't even know about, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's due to brothers like you, Brother Rich, and your brother. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, brothers.
You already know. Likewise, King. You've added mad value to my life ever since we linked up. You always been solid. You know what I mean? And that means I'm a Scorpio, so that's like make or break it for me. You got to be solid. You know what I mean? For me to feel comfortable around you. So. You've always shown me that you a solid dude, and you are who you say you are, and you the same. You are every time who you are, and that means a lot, and that would never be overlooked. I'm talking about, and your brother is my guy right there. So the family is locked. I'm locked in with your family. So
definitely.
This ain't no internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really 10 toes in the real world.
Yeah. Y'all showed me that too, because on the outside looking in, y'all, it may look like whatever, but when you rub elbows with some of these brothers, man, it's like family, yo. And these brothers that I trust be in my personal domain, be around my family. Like, I don't show me anybody else in my family on these things. But these brothers I trust enough to come and sit at the table with me and man. So these are my family.
You already, King. You already, man. Love and light. You know what I'm talking about. Enjoy your strong end.
You as well, my brother.
Yeah, I definitely will. And I'll see you on Sunday.
Man, salute everybody out there. Y'all have a good one. Have a peaceful. What's today? That's Friday night.
Friday, yeah.
Hey,
days
tonight, enjoy yourselves. Get your minds ready for Sunday though. Don't be too tired because I'm definitely gonna run you through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? So just be ready.
Get ready, y'all. All right, we out of here. I'm gonna leave y'all with that Red Opal off that new album, that EP that's coming called Buy Red Gold. You already know.
To this day,
Love and light, y'all.
You don't find that suspicious.
Up in the Dumbo, smoking a gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Land up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door, wave on. Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yet up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, slide through your land. Hopping the sprinters, tore the underworld, popping the minter. Landed the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. Fuck do you mean? We up and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck up for breeze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse was smashing, kicking the door, waving for force, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the Benjis, we rinse and repeat. Century of self, I'm centered on me. Red as the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning flooded the bright lane. The hunger was biting, hunger was biting.